Hello and welcome. How's everybody doing? Okay, we're live in one place. Let's get going here. Hope we can find it in the other. Of course not. Say hello when you're popping on. Let me know where you're watching from. Well, we're live on YouTube. Hopefully we can continue this week's streak. Come on. Oh, there we go. Hello, hello. All right. We are live in both places. Miracles will never cease. Do I dare try and blow it up? Oh, that worked. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. Hello, hello. Hello, John Ray. How are you? That's okay. All right, we're good. We actually are live in both places. Miracle. All right, we're going to start with Monday night's design. I said I was going to film the changes and I didn't have a chance. So we're having a do-over. I went ahead and I added some of the antique wax to his beard and around here and around his hat more. So we're going to do something different down here. We had a little dinky bow. It was too small for this. And I'm not going to do the button bow holder. We're just going to use that grapevine wire at the top because I wanted it to look rustic. Hi, Monica. So I've made a new bow and I've made some changes. And I've made one change to the design. You're now going to get a tag with it. So it's a paper tag that I took the antique wax to because I wanted it to look rustic. So instead of that small dinky bow, we're going to be gluing on this bow. And I think you'll all agree with me that this size looks a lot better than the scrap fabric bow we had. Then we're going to hang this from here and we're going to put the USA letters on the tag. All right. So I went ahead and I papered the letters and I didn't like it. So then I went back and I painted over the paper. And now what I'm doing is I'm just rubbing off the excess paper with the sander. You get a much cleaner edge. And then we're going to take the stain and we're going to stain the edges. So we want them to look vintage or primitive or country, however you want to say it. But this just gives it a better look. And I thought rather than film it, I'm just going to show you. We got some little pieces. I lose my little scissors already. I swear, if it's not tied to my hip, it's gone. I just want to get that little piece of paper up. There we go. Let's trim it. Did y'all have a good Monday, Tuesday? What's the weather like today? Today it's not too bad. The sun is out and it's a little warmer than the 40 degrees we had yesterday. Another little piece there. I should have a nail file just in here just for tight spaces. Now see how it kind of leaves that white edge around? No problem. Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to rough that up with some stain. So I'm just rubbing off the paper on the sides and the finish on the sides. Yeah, I could not finish this design Monday night because something didn't look right to me. So sometimes when I add a new product, I have to spend time looking at it. I'm a big thing that I don't want something small to make it look off kilter, and everything has to be sized properly on it. So I went back and made some changes. And I thought the tag would be a great way to display the USA letters. And this is just a way to finish off your edges so you don't have to sit there and cut every corner on these with your scissors. There we go. Oh, I bet you that feels good. We had snow the other day. It's just freaky weather. And I swear it was a full moon because everything I tried to do on Monday just went in the opposite direction. So I think what I'm going to do is take this off and fold it, and then I can get in that corner better. There. Much better. All I'm doing is sanding off the excess paper and paint. There we go. See, we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue these onto here. Doesn't that look pretty on there? And then I thought we'd glue some of the stars on there too. I still haven't figured out where I'm going to put the big star. But I went through and I papered all this with that paper that I got from, hey Judith, that I got from Hobby Lobby, and it was too matchy-matchy with the firecrackers. So just making sure I don't miss anybody. So we want these to look grungy, so that's why we're going to go ahead and use the wax on it. This leaves a much better edge than the cut edge on the paper. It actually takes it right down to the wood. These are a little small, but well worth them. How's your craft room coming along, Judith? Is the end in sight? 2 more to go, and then the firecrackers, and then we will rough them up. So far, what do you think of this guy? Oh, cool. You're coming along. I can't wait to see pictures. Okay, so we've got all the edges worn on that. This is taking the edge of the paper off that was in place before I changed my mind and then painted over it. Sometimes you have a design in your head, and when you do it, it's like, that's not what I had in mind. So we are doing a do-over. All right, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the fireworks, firecrackers, bottle rockets, whatever you want to call them. Just doing the same thing. I'm taking off the edge of the paper. It's much easier. You really can't get real close with the scissors. I had a nice drive in the country today, this morning. Sometimes I think that's really therapeutic. Just getting in the car, turning on the tunes. Thank you. And just going. Sometimes I think we need to blow the cobwebs out of our head. Okay, rough that up a little more. So I'm just kind of wearing the edge. I did that one already. Yeah. It's just a perfect day to do it. Right? It was very relaxing. I actually had to go because Monday, when I had all my trouble with my shipping and my computer and the internet and the phone, because our computer company shut everything down because they were working locally, I mailed Rachel's package to a customer a couple towns over. And she got her package before Rachel did. And she contacted me and said, my order has stuff in there I didn't order. I said, don't worry. I will bring you your order in the morning. So that's what I did. So I got to meet Joan, which that was neat. I even took my tape gun and label with me and went straight to the post office to mail Rachel's package. So that's what sent me on the road this morning, and I took the back way. Yep, Joan was okay with it. Excuse me. So yes, that's what I was up to. How's your day going so far? Oh, man. I can't win for trying. All right, I'm going to take my little sponge thing from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to dab some of this stuff off of it. And then we're just going to do the edges. Make it dark. But I don't want it really wet. And I don't want to go streaking it, so you can see what it did. There's Rachel. I was just telling him I went and picked up your package today and mailed it off. I took the tape gun with me, the label, and stopped at the post office before I came home. So your correct order is in the mail, girlfriend. Oh, man. And we're having a do-over. We're doing over these letters and this Gnome. Something about it just wasn't working for me. So, try and get the inside. Yikes. But I had a nice long drive in the country. And I got to meet Joan. And she was not concerned at all. She said, "Don't worry." But I did. All right. So we're going to do the firecracker. So we went ahead and we sanded off some of the paper. Now we're just going back and distressing the edge. This is my do-over. So you'll see that looks a lot better than it being really white. And I still have quite a bit of paint on here, even though I swabbed a lot of it off. There's still some there to antique it. And we're using the antique wax. I'm going to do the tail. Get that darker. Yeah. Better. I'm liking it better. I'm liking this do-over. So I went back, and I'm not using the button bow holder on this. I'm actually using that grapevine wire. But see how I kind of made this darker just on the edges? It needed that. I also went back and I did his beard and his mustache and made that darker. It just grunged it up some, which I'm liking it a lot better. I also went back and I did it on the edge here of the fabric. And I'm going to do his cuffs. They need to be darker too. There we go. We'll just dust his nose a little so it's not so bright too. So, I think I have them pretty grunged up. We need to do the edges of the stars, and then we're ready for the redo. I had papered them and didn't like the paper, so I went and painted over top of the paper, and it kind of really gave it a nice effect because that wood grain is still under there that was in the paper, and now it looks really darker, like grungy. Make that white star a little darker too. There. Where's my letter S? Oh, we already did that. There we go. All right, we'll do the big star. So we grunged everything back up. See how we just put that really nice... Hey, there's Marcia in the house. Woohoo! Marcia made it. Then I also created a little bow tie for him. So I'm going to trim this down. Actually, I'm going to dovetail. No, I'm going to leave it just like that. All right. Just going to make it smaller. Okay. And we're going to make that rustic looking too. We're going to take this so it's not so white. And we're just adding some grunge to it with the sponge. Grunge to the sponge. So see, we took it from real white to brownish. And that's going to be his bow tie. I thought that was a nice touch there. So now you get the tag. And I just grunged that up. It's not a wooden tag, it's actually the paper tag. Okay, so that comes with them now. And you know what? This is too wide, so I'm going to cut it down some and make it skinnier. I just wasn't feeling that little bow I put on there. It had to be swapped out. It was just too tiny. And I think the grapevine wire really added a nice touch to it. So I would definitely, and you know, I always put zip ties on the back of my grapevines. No more. I will now be using that grapevine wire. So what a difference that makes. All right, come on now. So now I redid it. Now I have to grunge some areas up again. But I think you'll agree you're going to like this look better than that other look I had going on. So let's turn that and trim. And now we got a little grunged out beard, which now I want to grunge his jeans up. We need more. All right, got some on there. Dab it off because you don't want like a big spot. So now he's got grungy pants, grungy shirt, grungy hat, grungy beard. I now have the look that I wanted. I'm going to add a little to his shirt. Add some to his overalls. And see, I just did the same thing to his beard and mustache. There. Whoa! Alright. So I'm going to put his little bow tie in place. And trim the excess. Alright. Now I took the red flower out. Thank you. Yeah, I think he looks really handsome now. I took out, and you know what? I can use this also on the fabric that hangs over the edge. There we go. Definitely better. All right, I took out the red flowers because they were concentrated to one area. So with my redo, we're going to take this out because I want to pull that Excelsior up some. kind of tuck the longer pieces under. I went with the boxwood and these florals because I didn't want so much overpowering up top here. I wanted to be able to see his shirt and part of his pants. Actually, now we can get down here a little more. There we go. Better. I like them better now. All right. So we're still going to go with the boxwood because it's a shorter look in here, which is what I wanted. I'm going to go ahead and put the bigger one. Actually trim it. Thanks, Rach. It's saying your package will be there Monday now. So you can save it for Tuesday and open it on Tuesday. I'm so sorry. And anything you want in the package that's coming, you want to keep it, let me know. If you don't want to send it back. There's bandana ribbon in there. And there's another ribbon in there. And a farmhouse mason jar caddy in there. You can keep the caddy if you want. And if you want any of the ribbon, let me know. All right. So we pretty much have it similar to what it was before, but now I'm going to add one of these in each section. Okay. I might need this because this does not have a stem. I just want to distribute that more. I just didn't like it all lumped to the one side. It's like, what was I thinking? I think it'll look much better. And this is just an extra bit of grunge. There we go. So now we've used everything we took out. Come on. So see how much better that looks? Now it looks like it's working to me. So there's what we've got so far. You can see the top of his head. I think the grapevine wire was better because you figure if you add this and another bow up here, look how long this guy is. Now there are areas alongside your door or whatever that I think can handle it, but I think that just goes along with the rustic. So then I went ahead and I made a small bow just with these two, 1.5 inch, because that other bow was too small. It just got lost in this. So then we're going to take this and we're going to tie some fabric on that, put it down underneath the bow. Oh, we got to put in our fireworks too, don't we? You could even use burlap too if you wanted. Yay! She likes the do-over, Marcia said. I love the do-over. That other one just was not doing it for me. Thank you. Thank you so much. He definitely needed a do-over. Sometimes I think I'm brain dead when I'm not trying to make fun of anybody. I just mean me. I'm just losing it lately. So when I have a bad design, and I know it's bad, we do a do-over. And this was so in need of a do-over. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the tag, and like I said, it now comes with a tag. We cut that on our laser. Is that not cool or what? It's a manila folder. And then I took the wax to it. So we're going to thread this through here. And let's just leave it like that. I'm not going to tie a bow. And then this is going to hang this way. So we'll put our letters on there. And I got my CA thick in the mail today. Yay! Need a Q-tip. Got a spider web in there. Let's get that spider web out of there. There we go. You get the letters. Get my spider webs. I love this font. That's the look I wanted. See how that looks now? There you go, Marcia. Are you ordering one? The wig? I love it. Now we're going to go ahead, and I think I'm going to kind of like glue these off the paper. I love this one. This one's my favorite. Yeah, glue it off to the side. There. And then this is going to go right here. So I'm going to glue it. Let's make a knot, and then we'll just glue it under the big bow. I just wish they'd come up with a cure, but it is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to put some, let me see, this is going to go about there, and this is just going to hang off to the side here. So actually, oh, cool. No, I thought you meant the I meant the wig. Did you go on the website and check them out? Okay. There, we just need to lay it flat like that. So let's see. And then maybe we'll put the big blue star down there. I wasn't sure if I wanted him on his hat. I don't know. What do you think? On his hat or down here? Which place do you think it would look good? It will. You'll be so happy with it. I just, you know, this is my first summer with them, so it has a pretty breathable cap inside, so I'm hoping. All right, so this I want to glue about right there, and we're going to use that. So we don't want to burn. Yeah, this one I didn't even have to have her touch it up, so it was just shake and wear. All right, and then I think that right about there. So we're just going to glue that in place. I was able to just pull the other one off. I even took the this and I rubbed it on the thistle because the thistle was really white. Then I think I'm going to glue that right there. It's always a stubborn piece of spider web. I think this bow fits it now. It wasn't fitting it before. That stick. Nope, didn't. All right. We need, no, don't need that one. We need a piece of wire. I'm going to go ahead and put that under the zip tie. Because there is styrofoam right in there. So that way we're ensured it'll stick. Yeah, it's just a little 3-looper. Just the blue and then the red and the tan. All right, now. Yep, right there. Okay. We have to poke a hole in that. Because this is that real thick burlap. So what did we think? The star up here on his hat or down here? Where are we going to put it? Any ideas? Any other suggestions? I'll go ahead and I'll put the fireworks in. At the bottom. All right. Where's my styrofoam? That one. There. All right, now I think I'm going to like glue it off center. I'm going to like glue it over here. We're going to kind of twist this around. Okay. Do-over. What do we think? He looks gosh, excuse me, a lot better, doesn't he? He's a do-over, all right. And I'm thrilled with him now. That bow was too small. The button bow would have made it too big up top. This works for me. It's now balanced. Is it balanced to you now from before? Like this just kind of makes it pop. The burlap with the red. I'm loving him now. And see, he's got a grunged up beard and mustache. This was my vision. Now I'm in love with him. I love him. I'm just so happy. This is what I wanted. Because there's two pieces, Marsha. Actually, one. You already have, here, let me show you. You already have the beard on the base, okay? And then you have the mustache that goes on top of the beard. And then you have the nose that goes on top of that. That's how I make him look 3D. Thank you, Rach. I love him now. And I was going to do all this and film it. And I thought, no, I think it's better if you see it live so you know what I did. But there he is. I'm happy with him now. I need to get a hook here or something so I can start. Here we go. Let's try this. Not even going to try that. I'm going to end up pulling the whole thing down. So we will do this. I will tie him to the hook and we'll leave him there. So I can take a nice picture of him in the do-over. There. I think that looks great. That's what I was trying to achieve. All right. Now are you ready? I need your opinion on some stuff because I ordered only a few in to see what your opinion was, to see if it's something I should add in the shop. Now, I had the list, which I think is not there. I know I brought it back here. Okay. Maybe it's in the box. Okay, it's not in the box either. So, all right. Well, I'm just going to show you. I'm low on the boxwood, so I had to order more boxwood. But I thought, you know, we've talked about fillers and such. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to order some different fillers to put in the shop. This is the lamb's ear. Do you think that's something? This is really nice for like farmhouse door hangers to like put two here and then like stick your bow in the middle. It just flanks it. So these are great for door hangers and such. So there's those. Then I kind of want to show you, I only ordered 2 of these. Look at those colors. Are they not gorgeous? But there's purple in there. So it would even go with the light colored purple. Or it would even go with a dark colored purple to pull it out and pop it. Or you could go with this kind of purple because it's pulling this purple on the edge out of there. Or you can use it with a pink because of the purple. So I really like this. I wasn't sure I was going to, but I kind of wanted to buy some different stuff and see if you thought you would be interested in those. And I had the thing, this is called a flock spray. It says fall, but I think for any pink wreath, that would be really pretty. It even comes in this color too, which I thought this is a nice neutral. Now that would also go with a yellow. There's some yellow in this. That would go with that. I think it would even look good with a blue. So I'm trying to give you different ideas. Right? Just trying to show you, you can pull from simple colors and take it. I also went ahead and got some of the ivy. I have the variegated English ivy, but I love the green. I'm an old-fashioned girl. I love the old-fashioned, you know, plants. So there's plain ivy. Then I thought these were really different. Check those out. Now this is called, these are a plastic Dusty Miller. But look at the pink on that. So again, you can take that back to this. See how that would look with that? See that? Just a little pop of color. So I'm really liking these. I didn't think I'd like them with them being all plastic, but I'm loving the different color variation in there. There's a lot you can do with this. So this is called a Dusty Miller. Okay. Now I had to order all my small boxwood. I sell a lot of boxwood. But this is called a eucalyptus bush. And what I liked about this was, this is smaller than the eucalyptus I used in the middle here. The middle one had bigger leaves, but check out these leaves. See how they have like a point to them? I thought this was really different. So I think I'm going to be ordering more of this because this is one I will use a lot of. So that is an 18-inch eucalyptus bush. Now there's supposed to be 10 on here. And look how long they are. So let's separate one. You could use that in something tall. You could use that as filler in a grapevine, sliding it in from the side. You could also use that. I'm just trying to give you different ideas. You could even use that on a door hanger and have it pop out from the side of the bow. So I was really impressed with this. This was unusual. And this was one I got the last time that I thought I really liked. These are called puff balls. And I thought, boy, that's a different kind of greenery. See how they look like they just have a little ball on the end? So this is something I'm going to be adding. This is definitely something I'll be adding. And I like that this was kind of variegated in color. It went from dark to light. So that's going to give you some movement in your design. Well, there was a hole down here. There it is. So I think those are definitely going in the shop. This is definitely going in the shop. The lambs will definitely go in. And I'm thinking this too. Okay. I always use fern. I think it's a very, very versatile. I use this in my bee door hanger. And I've gotten a lot of orders on that. So that's one thing I'm thinking about adding. What else? Now these are a little weird. And by weird, I mean shape-wise. I only ordered one of each color to see if I liked it. But I'm thinking I do. So I'm trying to pull all the colors out together. This is really unusual. Okay? Because it hangs like that. Now, you're thinking, what do I want to put that in? All right. Here's all the colors I got. Okay, this one was a purple. This is called a berry bush, and it's supposed to be a hanging berry bush. There are 5 units on here. This is like 30 inches long. Now this one kind of has a little bit of an orange and a lavender in there. Then you've got a yellow. But these to me scream farmhouse. And it's like this one that I had in the shop. I had it in white and green, and I have it in lavender and green. You can pull these off. And you could stick that in. Look. You don't have to use it as a hanger, but it just gives you some visual interest by sticking it in there, and it's a little different pop of color. So these are called hanging berry bush. They're 30 inches long. And each one has 5 branches on it. So I could definitely get a lot out of this. Let's see what it would look like with this. No, but if you used a different color, that would work with that. It would work with the ivy. This is that. Now you definitely go into the yellow with that. This is that garland from Hobby Lobby. But it just gives it a little pop. So, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe just the 2 lighter colors, the yellow and the white. And ditch the, use these but not put those in the shop. So that's definitely an option. I ordered a lot of fern, so they will definitely go in the shop along with the lamb's wool. I sell tons of boxwood, so I was getting low. So these are the little tiny. They're not like the bigger leaves of the eucalyptus, but oh. I don't like it when they come in with all powder on it. This one is also a Dusty Miller. So we had a Dusty Miller in here. So, okay, this was called Dusty Miller. This was the miniature, the mini Dusty Miller. And this was the bigger. And it's definitely dusted. It's got a lot of dust in there. I'd have to shake that outside. There it is. I also took a chance. I asked first just to see what they'd say, but I did take a chance and order some grapevines. I'm not unimpressed. I think this is a pretty full. This is an 18-inch oval. I'm very impressed with that. This looks a little washed out in color, but I can also darken that up with a little bit of spray paint. So I was not disappointed with their grapevines. So that leads me to believe that they're getting more new stock in. There. I have a roll of this somewhere and I cannot find it. So I ordered, oh man, all that dust from that dust. I don't like something when it comes in and it's all dusty like that. So I don't think that will be going in. I get these from my supplier. So I got the stars in 3 different colors. But I think that's kind of overdone. I needed it for me. But yeah, I'm definitely impressed with the ovals. They definitely have a lot on it. Like I said, the 18-inch round ones, they're looking a little light for me. But if anybody wanted any of that, next time I order, I can definitely order some of that for you. I just had to get my boxwood. So definitely this is going in the shop. I will eventually put these in the shop. And the ivy is going in the shop. I only have 2 of the eucalyptus, so I probably will have to order some next time around. Yeah, and the reason I got the oval was for our guy here. Because I was going to show that you can put him... Now I got to take him down because you can't see. Yikes. Look at that. He's all in one piece. He just lost a firework, but we can fix that. All right. I thought he would be a cute addition to an oval grapevine. So if you didn't want him as a door hanger... Now, can't you see that with some of this? Let's see. Probably not the eucalyptus. Maybe some of the fern, or maybe some of the bigger boxwood. No, that's not the color I was going for. No, maybe just a bow like this up here in the corner, and then maybe another bow. I don't know. But I definitely think the grapevine wire is better for hanging the grapevines now than the zip ties. The zip ties just look too cheap. So I thought this would definitely, you could even, you could do them on an angle. But I like the ovals. Yes, that's true. I think I would use this one because this is more that. But see, I wouldn't use this because of the fact that these stars were so white. I would need to use, and I do have a lot of star ribbon in my shop at this point. It's similar in color. But I'm thinking more like this. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to stay primitive. This is really white, but something similar to this ribbon. Or even that ribbon. But yeah, definitely an option. So that's my haul. I probably will list some of these fall bushes and a few of the other things. So yeah, I definitely think that ribbon, I would definitely, like, I think I even have it in the blue check too. I have it in the brown check. I know that. So, yeah, I want to stay with more tan as opposed to white. So, but I thought if I showed you what I got, you would let me know what, if any, you would be interested in, and then what you can do with them. And these would definitely make great fillers. You can save your picks that the stems you cut off, and you can put this on a stem. It's just something really different. And that's what I was trying to find. So, all right, I think we're done. Oh, okay. So we finished. We finished and then showed our haul from our supplier. But now he's definitely I'm in love with him now. I was not in love with him Monday night. I definitely think that the tag on the bottom made a huge difference. Oh, thank you. And so I think he's definitely now grunged up enough for me. So, all right. Well, I will see you all next Monday. Rachel's on tomorrow night at 7 Central. So she will not be opening the package I sent her. She will be opening it probably next Tuesday, unless she goes live over the weekend and wants to open it. But it's on its way. All right, you all have a great evening. Thank you so much for joining me. Good night.